Top Billings Janez is joining us in studio, and we're very, very excited to have you here, so thank you.
It's very exciting being here for the first time.
Well, you've just traveled the world with Top Travel.
Yeah.
Which was your favorite destination?
I'd have to say climbing Kilimanjaro.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
It was mind-blowing. I went up with 3 guys. We'd been traveling for 4 months straight. We hadn't done any exercise, no preparation. I knew it was on the schedule. And in the back of my head, I was thinking, oh, we're in trouble, oh, we're in trouble. Literally, we got our gear just before we got on the flight to Kilimanjaro, to Tanzania, and we just hit it straight on, and it was mind-blowing. You know, it's one of those experiences where you build these friendships that will last a lifetime. And when you get to the top of that mountain, you've gone through so much pain and agony.
I can imagine.
And it's a mental game. It's not really a physical game. That by the end of it, all of us were just completely overwhelmed by emotions. I even shed a couple of tears, so it was.
That sounds amazing.
It was incredible. Yeah, it was definitely one that I'll never forget.
Well, that's your best overall experience.
Yeah.
What was your best beach holiday?
Beach holiday. Okay, we've been to so many: Maldives, Thailand. I've got to go for something different.
Yeah, don't say Thailand. Everyone says Thailand.
No. You know what? I'm going to stick with Africa. For me, Mozambique is right next door. And they've got the most incredible beaches in the world. There's an island called Bazaruto.
Yes.
And if I had to go on a beach holiday or a honeymoon or take a lady friend somewhere, I'd say Bazaruto.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, everybody here knows I love to eat. They were just talking about it this morning.
So do I.
Where did you eat the best food?
Okay, let me think about that. You know, funny enough, we did cruise liners for 4 weeks of the show. So we went from one cruise liner to the next to the next. I must say the Queen Mary, which is currently docked in our harbour, had incredible food, and it was such a wide selection of food. You could choose from Italian to Japanese to French cuisine, you name it, you could choose it. So I would say on the Queen Mary, we probably ate ourselves to pieces. I think I picked up 3 kilograms on that ship alone. We ate really good food in Rwanda, of all places.
Really?
That's a country that really surprised me. Because when I went into Rwanda, I thought this is the last place in the world where they're going to have good service and good food and good hotels. And the food there was excellent.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. Now, I want to talk about those cruise ships you just mentioned.
Yes.
I've never been on a cruise before, and I can't imagine. I always thought I wouldn't enjoy it because you're like...
Newlyweds and nearly dead.
Yes, exactly. Was it like that?
The great thing about the cruise ships is you get to go off at every single port. So there's not a lot of sea days. You have about 3 sea days and an 8-day journey. So you don't really get that cabin fever. Yeah. Although an entire day on a ship with thousands of people, and sometimes there's 4,000 or 5,000 people on the ship, you feel it. So, but it's actually a nice way to see the world, because you get to stop off at 7 or 8 different ports. It's a lot cheaper than what a conventional holiday would be. The only problem is you can't go for a late night party or jol somewhere. You have to be back on the ship at 5:30.
But do they have parties on the ship?
They do, and they get quite outrageous.
Oh, really?
And there's a place called the crew bar where guests aren't allowed to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I ended up in the crew bar in every ship
with the
I went
crew.
To. Yeah.
Amazing.
And I had the cruise director.
I need to high five you for that.
I had every single cruise director of every single ship reprimand me.
You deserve an award, really.
Yeah. Sometimes I'd be crawling in there late at night.
These are things we didn't know about you.
Yeah, I'm a bit crazy.
And how do you balance being a dad with your career and traveling?
That's the most difficult part of all. You can't really balance it. You just got to go with the flow. You just go with the flow. I've got another little human on the way, so it's going to get even more difficult. But I spend as much time with my son at the moment as I can when I'm home, and then when I'm traveling, I try and communicate with him as best possible.
Okay, now tell me, what's the most dangerous experience you've had while traveling with Top Travel?
Dangerous? Geez, we've done crazy stuff. I mean, we've bungee jumped and we've walked up mountains. And
sound like a crazy bunch there. I don't know.
Yeah, no. Like when it comes to extreme stuff, we've done the craziest stuff. We've broken cameras. We've injured ourselves. But the craziest thing I've done would probably be, and your viewers might not like this, but in Hanoi they have a place called Snake City, and we went and the guy opened up a bag full of cobras, king cobras, and they were basically standing up, and we had to choose our cobra, and then we had to walk our cobra back to the kitchen, and he cut it open and removed the heart, and he made me swallow the beating snake heart, and then he poured all of the blood into a glass and made me drink it. It's a custom there, so.
What do you feel like after that? Is there
I felt terrible. It was a horrific experience.
Why do they? What's the reasoning behind it?
Well, it's part of their culture, and apparently it's quite a good aphrodisiac as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't feel anything.
You were just...
I was right. Funny enough, I had the same experience with the Maasai in Tanzania now.
Yeah.
We had to slaughter a goat and then drink its blood too. So I've done some crazy stuff.
And when you're drinking the blood, do you get like that gag reflex, or do you just...
I love animals, you know, and that's my worst. Like even if it's a snake, you know, I appreciate animals. So having to slaughter them or kill them goes against everything I believe in. But when it's a cultural thing, you have to respect people's culture as well. So sometimes you just get pushed in a corner and you've got to deal with it.
Wow, well, the more power to you.
Thank you.